Hello, my fellow Americans. My name is Joel Johnson, and I'm the Big Country Gun Guy, owner of Gorilla Tactical. Anyway, I wanted to make a video on 7 helpful tips to help you survive SHOT Show. So I recently went to SHOT Show 2019, and boy, was that the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I've never seen anything like it. I've been to gun shows, big and small, and SHOT Show is another world of its own. It's not even in the same league. It's a whole different planet. It's absolutely amazing. Was it 4 or 5 floors worth of entertainment? Good old gun kind of entertainment. Anyway, so I had a good time, but I've got the dad bod, so I'm not in the best shape of my life. Anyway, I wanted to make a helpful video that might shed some light on what you might need, what might be helpful, things that could definitely make an impact on whether or not you have a good time. So anyway, let's get started. So first helpful tip would be to bring comfortable shoes and plenty of extra socks. So just like being in the military, you definitely want to be able to change out your socks often to keep from blistering and having hellish feet. So bring some comfortable shoes. I bought some. They were kind of like hiking boot shoes, supposed to be really good soles and everything. Supposed to be really good quality shoes for going on hikes, because I assumed, this would be quite a bit of walking. I gotta tell you, it actually worked pretty well. They were like 20 bucks at Walmart, so good deal. Anyway, good shoes are imperative to making sure that you have a good time at SHOT Show. Because if your feet aren't comfortable and you're having a hell of a time trying to walk around, you're not going to enjoy yourself. So, good shoes, lots of socks, and maybe bring some extra band-aids for if you get blisters or anything. But that'll be covered in another tip. Let's see what's next. Oh, pack food and water. So when you get there, there won't be anybody checking your bags to make sure you don't bring in outside food and water. God help you if you do. But yeah, so there's going to be food vendors in there, and they'll have food and drink and everything. But as you know, event food and drink will always be more expensive than you could buy on the outside. So if you go to a store like Safeway, Walmart, something like that, away from the strip, you can get some pretty cheap food and drinks. Pack that in a backpack and you'll be good to go. You'll definitely want a lot of fluid. Keep up on that fluid. And maybe get some of those little energy packs. That'll definitely help and make a difference. The vitamin packs, everything like that, that's good stuff. That's coming up in another tip. Let's see. You got to definitely prioritize your rest and relaxation breaks, because it'll be tiring, especially if you got the dad bod. It made a huge difference when I was able to find a chair and sit down and relax for a little bit, because you're on your feet for hours and you're walking miles through this thing. So if you can find a chair, make sure you get a little 15-minute break, a little breather, a little bit of R&R. It'll definitely make a difference. Everybody needs that little break every now and then. All right, so what's next? We got vitamins and med kit. So that's important, because last time when we went, SHOT Show 2019, we had a lot of people getting sick, and apparently there was a pretty big flu that was going around. One of our team actually ended up having to go to the hospital. He got real sick. Take vitamins before you go, like lots of vitamins. Build up, your vitamins in your body and everything, like well before you go, for at least a couple weeks to a month. Take vitamin C, lots of vitamin C. You can definitely have your energy packs and everything like that, but you definitely want vitamin packs, because that'll help to keep your immune system up. What was the other one? Med kit. A little simple med kit, just band-aids, ibuprofen, maybe a sewing needle and some threads. So if you get blisters, you can just sew through those and put a band-aid over it so it doesn't get infected or anything like that. But just simple stuff. You never know what could happen, especially if you get tired and then you're staying up late at night going to after parties and everything, and then getting up early the next morning to go back to SHOT Show. It's a long week, so you never know what you're going to need. But definitely bring lots of vitamins and pack a good med kit. Band-aids, ibuprofen, the basics, good stuff. You definitely need your sleep. If you don't have your sleep, you're going to be miserable. You'll be tired while you're at SHOT Show and everything like that. You definitely want to make sure that you're well rested, because that'll also help your immune system. So you don't want to be getting sick. If you get sick there, you're going to be miserable there, and you're going to have a bad time. So don't forget that. Let's see, location and transportation. That's very important. We stayed at the south end of the strip, and it was a very long walk to the Sands Convention Center. So if you can, try to stay close. If you stay on the strip, it's going to be far more expensive, especially if you stay at the Sands or anything, near that. Just basically, if you stay on the strip, it'll be quite expensive. The further away from the strip you go, the cheaper it gets, but then transportation comes into factor. We found Uber was a great deal. Uber was far cheaper than taxis, and it definitely saves your legs at the end of the night. There's actually a lot of casinos that have buses that'll take you from, the casino hotel to the Sands Expo for SHOT Show. So let's see, we stayed at the Desert Rose Inn on the south end of the strip, and we would walk over to the Tropicana, which had a bus that would take you to SHOT Show. So that was really convenient. A lot of the big casinos do that, so that was quite convenient. Plan ahead. Make sure you know where you're staying. Have a plan of action on how you're going to get there and back. And think about it, at the end of the day, after all that walking at SHOT Show, do you really want to walk all the way back to the hotel? So something to think about. Last one is to have a plan. Know what you're going in there for. If you're going in there just to, cruise around and see what there is, that's a lot of fun. That really is a lot of fun, but it'll be exhausting. It took me one whole day to cover one floor. Yeah, I was pretty much doing like one floor a day. It was a lot of walking. I had a pedometer app going on my phone, and I was walking, about 15 to 20 miles a day, just between walking from my hotel to the Sands Expo, all over SHOT Show, and then walking back. I walked a lot. So yeah, definitely have a plan on what you're going to do. So if you want to just go and cruise around and stuff like that, maybe make sure you have your good shoes on and your socks. But maybe take the bus over there and then walk for a while. Plan to have a lunch break. Take your sweet time and get yourself some rest, and then get back at it. But yeah, you definitely don't want to wear yourself out, because it can be very taxing on your body, especially if you get sick. You don't want that. You don't want to catch whatever there is going on down there. People all over the world can bring stuff there, and you never know. So anyway, that's my 7 helpful tips for SHOT Show survival. Good luck. Have fun next year, and God bless you, and God bless America.